What's up, everybody? It's your girl Cece with Where It Begins Magazine, and Theo is out today, but we do have a special guest, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself of who he is, what he does, and where he's from.
Yes, what's up, y'all? My name is Ryan Lane, and I am an artist, born and raised out of New York City. And an artist as far as like I just do everything: music, writing, clothing, drawing, painting, organizing, decor, just an all-around maniac in my brain.
Okay.
Artist.
Well, that's a lot of things. That's a lot of things. What's your favorite?
Which one is my favorite? I would say writing and creating music is my favorite thing.
Okay, all right. Well, who motivated you to start a career in the music industry?
I've always loved music growing up as a kid. It's always been like a passion of mine. Love to sing and write and dance around the house and things like that. So ever since I was a kid, I've just always been on this path. I wanted to be a pilot when I was younger, but I'm a little afraid of heights, so I don't know where that came from. But yeah, I remember birthday cards with like airplanes on it, and I'm like, okay. But no, it changed.
Okay. Well, tell us, what's your creativeness like? Like, how do you create your music?
How do I create my music? Honestly, I just really I just go off how I'm feeling at that time. And I don't put myself in a box of like, don't do anything. I just do everything. I just do whatever comes to my heart. And then from there I could like tweak and pull out and make it right. But I just go.
Okay, so let's go a different direction. Like,
Okay.
what makes your music kind of stand out? What makes it different from all the rest of the music that's out right now?
Okay, well, what makes my music stand out? I feel like my music is very honest. I feel like you could definitely feel where I'm coming from, and that's a major part of what I want people to feel with my music. Like, I want you to hear me and say like, wow, he's either really having fun, he's emotional, I feel what he's going through, I understand, or like, this just makes me feel a good way. This just makes me feel like warm. So yeah, just like all good vibes. And I want people to feel that it's honest and it's just real.
Okay. All right. Well, who's your top five of all time?
Oh, my top five of all time. I could do male and female, right? I can mix it up.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, and this is in no order. Brandy, Usher. I'm gonna put Michael Jackson in there.
Yes.
I'm gonna put Whitney Houston in there for sure. My fifth person would have to be I'm gonna switch it up on my fifth person. I'm gonna say Shania Twain.
Okay. All right.
Shania
I like
Twain.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
Those are some dope singers.
Huh?
I said those are some of my favorite singers also.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I would throw in Shania Twain only because like I definitely remember her being a huge influence on me as a songwriter growing up. Like, it was the first time I really got into country music and was like, wow, this is actually really just like great storytelling, So I would put her in my top five for sure. A lot of people may not know that about me, but yeah, I love Shania Twain.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for letting us know. I like that. It's nothing worth picking somebody that's different and actually bring out that storytelling into music, because I think that's what we need these days,
Absolutely, yeah, for sure.
But let's get into it. Let's talk about your new single and the motivation behind it.
Yes. My new single, The Right Song. I was trying to think what song dropped. We just dropped The Right Song on 11/11 on Friday, and it's definitely one of my favorite songs we've dropped this year, only because once again, it's one of those like feel good songs. Like it's about having a good time, and like that song is what you hear, and it's the right song, and you just feel loose and you just want to have fun. You know what I'm saying? So, and the inspiration behind the song was like a part two of Fiesta. We just wanted to just keep the party going. Like it's all about good vibes. We're like pretty much open outside in the world again. So at this point, it's just really about like, vibrating higher, being happy, doing more, and having fun, and just like exploring life a little more.
Yes, yes. But I know all of your music are your babies. But right now, and I know it's switched up all the time. But right now, which one is your favorite? Is that your favorite one, or which one is your favorite that you will listen to if like if you wanted to get in your mode right now?
I would say a lot of the new music I've been recording have is probably my favorite. It's just more adult, sexy, grown vibe. I'm in the gym a lot. I'm taking care of myself, you know what I mean? So it is definitely how I'm feeling right now. So I would say those songs are like my favorite.
But which one? Which, like, out of all of your new songs that you're releasing, which is your favorite song?
I have this song called My Way that's really, really cool. This year is also the 25th anniversary of Usher My Way's album that came out, and I'm a huge Usher fan as well. So I like how it just all came together as far as like, it being his album title back then, 25 years later. I write this song called My Way, and it's really about just me explaining me and how I am on a date, or how I would treat you, or the things we would do, or, just how it all happens in my world. You know what I'm saying? So I'd say that song is actually my favorite one.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
My Way. And then your favorite artist is Usher. So that's dope.
Yeah, it's a great correlation. And then I was also, as I was writing the song, I was thinking about Stevie Wonder and how, like, he really had his own lane and what he was doing. And then also I thought about Frank Sinatra. He had a song also called I Win. It was just explaining about him doing his thing his way. So it all just felt so just organic and dope. And that's really one of my favorites right now.
All right. Okay. So out of all the places in the world, where is one place you would love to perform?
Oh my God. The world? I would say at the O2 Arena, only because everyone's headlined there, been there, and it's only the greats who's been there. So even if I'm opening for somebody, I would love to perform there, because that's just like the place.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
So right now, what has been one of your most memorable moments you've had so far in your career?
One of my most memorable moments, I would say that would have to be the pandemic, to be honest. I just feel like the pandemic just opened up a whole different part of me I didn't know I had. Um, I was able to definitely just have a seat and talk to myself and get some rest and just pause for a while. For a minute, I was just at this artist thing for a while, just keep on going. And I was doing a bunch of great things along the way, but it just wasn't, it just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. I didn't feel like I was doing it for me, to be honest. I felt like I was just doing it to obviously be seen, but it felt like a fight in a way, even on like social media, like everyone's trying to get their stuff out there and be the next thing or what have you, and I just feel like after the pandemic, it just made me realize, like, look, this is no rush. You know, like you are doing this because you love it, and you will be seen when it's your time to be seen. Like, I really feel like I have a God-given gift. So I use it differently now. You know what I mean? I feel like before I was just doing everything and being everywhere. And I feel like these days now, like I am realizing more of like my worth and my value and how great I really am as an artist, you know? So I'd say that is the most memorable, and it's a time I'm sure I'll be speaking about for the rest of my life, because like I did everything. I tried, I was at home like we all was, you know, but anything artistic, I just tried it. I tried making clothes, I tried painting, drawing. I just did everything. I just kept working at what I do, you know, and then I got I got my confidence back, I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like as a kid, we're very like confident and sure, but as we get older, you know, like you feel uneasy at times, or you feel uncertain when things are not working out. But I feel like you know, I needed that pause. You know, of course we went through a lot. The whole world lost people, you know, it was a lot. People lost jobs, like it was a lot for people. People got sick on their own thing, like it was a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that I took that time to really just focus on what was next for me. So I'd say that's my most memorable thing.
Okay. And I agree. I think the pandemic did help some people. It helped them be more creative, learn what they passionate about, be able to actually do the things that they haven't been able to do in a long time.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Yeah, I'm definitely grateful.
I get it. So since we talked about the pandemic and you said that's the next big thing for you, so tell us, what's the next big thing for you? Is it touring? Is it actually writing a book? Is it gonna be the paintings? Is it gonna be you opening? What you gonna do? What's next for you? What's the goals for 2023?
I would say my next best thing is to release a project. I've been doing this for a while, and I have hundreds of songs and ideas and people I've worked with. And I just feel like it's definitely time to put out a body of work. You know, I've been on this tour where I was able to gain a huge fan base of great people who actually are interested in hearing what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I want to put a project out and just get me out there and get my energy and my vibe out there. You know, they've been playing me in New York here on the radio. Even that's very just mind blowing. I'm from here, born and raised. So, you know, that's an additional thing where I'm just like, wow, every day I get to hear my voice on the radio. You know, I just want to spread what I do. You know, I'm not competing with nobody. I'm not trying to do what anybody else is doing. Like exactly what this name is, exactly what I am. Like I'm just in my lane doing what I do. So I want to get a lot more into acting as well, and doing like voiceover stuff. I feel like growing up I was into acting a lot and doing like, you know, musical theater, but I stutter, you know what I mean? So it was one of those things where like I was just always afraid, and it held me back, but I'm ready to just do it. Like who gives a shit? I don't know if I can curse on here, but like I just feel like I'm not holding back from nothing. Like I want to do everything, you know. So anything I was dreaming as a child and I started, or anything, like I'm just doing all those things. Clothing lines, all that. Like I want to put my hand on everything. Everything I love is what I'm going to be doing. A tour, we are manifesting a tour, like, you know, all that, like, and I'm ready to go. I did the work, I'm still doing the work, and yeah.
Okay. Well, you just got off a tour, so how was that experience?
Amazing, amazing. Definitely, as I was explaining to you, being in the pandemic and everybody was unsure and all of that, like after the pandemic happened, like you know, I stayed on the course, you know, I kept doing the work, and, you know, away from people, I ain't hanging out doing all of that. It was like, yo, I was just really focused on me and what I was doing. And without even realizing, I was preparing for a tour. I got on the tour, did my thing, and it just really just stamped the approval as in like, look, this is what you was born to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you're made for. Like, I met so many people, learned so much, was able to be my own light and just shine and do me. So like, it was amazing. I can't wait to go back because I know like, I know exactly what I'm doing. I know what needs to be done, you know? So I love touring. It's a lot of fun. I would
Okay.
definitely.
So who all was on the tour?
It was New Kids on the Block, who was the headliners, Salt and Pepper, and Vogue, Rick Astley, and L-Town Sluggers, myself, and Griff McIntyre.
Okay.
So it was a nice show. Like after like not being on tour, I was like, wow, that show was like almost 3 hours, but it was just 3 hours, just pure entertainment, like fun. Everybody's just having a good time dancing. So I loved it. I loved it.
So we actually talked about the fun part of it and that you love the touring and everything, but let's go behind the scenes. What were some of your challenges of branding and marketing yourself in the music industry?
Um, what are some of the challenges? You know, if I'm just being honest, I feel like the consistency of social media, it could be a good and a bad thing.
Okay.
You know, like you almost have to post every day. You know, like there's almost no getting around it. Like you have to be visible. You got to be out here. And some people have definitely figured out the tools and how to make it work, you know, but it could definitely be challenging because, you know, they say content is key and, you know, you'll get your followers and all of that, but I still stand on it. I always mention this, like some of the dopest people have the least followers, you know? And come on, like I know this dude, I seen his page the other day. This guy is so talented, like has projects out like crazy and just got like 2,000 people who follow him. You know what I mean? And it's just like goes to show like what's the talent these days. You know what I'm saying? You either have to have on no shirt, you know what I'm saying, you may have to have on a two-piece bikini and you know all those things. I just want to stick to what I do. So for me, it really hasn't been a challenge. I'm just staying on course with it. And I've heard a reel a while ago, like it don't matter if 12 people like this reel. That's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. I know that I'm gonna just keep on doing what I do. And in time, like my stuff will get out there. And I just put on Instagram and social media in general, the things I do fashion, teaching, dancing, styling, all of those things. The things I enjoy is what I put out there. But it is definitely like it's not easy. It ain't easy, but you know, you just have to keep on doing what you're doing. Like
Yeah.
keep posting it. Just keep posting it. Who cares?
Yeah,
It's going to
that's
team by
facts,
somebody.
because a lot of artists, they pay for their followers too. So when you see like real big followers like that, sometimes majority of them people have paid for those followers, and it's
And
not
here's the thing.
genuine.
Absolutely. They pay for it and it kind of shows because like when you see how much views they got or how much likes they have, it ain't even a piece of what their following is. So it's either all these people are following you and ain't paying you no mind or you bought them. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people do buy them for a look where it looks like, oh, he got da 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 da. I'm gonna follow him too. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you only follow him because it looks like he has all of these followers, but for the most part, I don't like a bunch of them people are like real. But you know, If that's what you got to do, go for it. I'm just gonna keep on doing what I'm doing.
Amen. Amen. But before we go into our fun fact game, um what is one message you would like to give your fans right now?
What is one message I would like to give my fans? Definitely just stay on your path, yo. Like, stay consistent with what you do, and whatever that is. The kids I teach, I tell them every day, like, it's okay to be a doctor who plays guitar. It's okay to be a basketball player who plays piano and knows how to sing. It's okay to be a nurse who's a dog walker on the weekends. You know what I mean? Like, exhaust all your gifts, keep doing what you're doing, and just stay consistent and just be nice. Be a nice person. Be nice. Like, all of that, like, no one needs that. You don't even need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be nice. The world will be a better place. So hopefully. But be
Amen.
nice.
Amen. All positivity over here. All
Yeah, good vibe.
positive.
Good vibe.
But shout out your social medias and where everybody can follow you and let them know of your new project and where they can get it.
Yes, most definitely. So you can find me everywhere at I am Ryan Lane, all one word. Twitter, Instagram. I'm also on Facebook. You can also follow my Lane Maker official page on Instagram, where you can find out all information on what's going on with me. And as far as like my new song right now, it's called The Right Song, Illtown Sluggers, featuring Ryan Lane. Shout out to KG Vinny, Lady and the Tramp, Marcella Precise. Yeah, and the song is out. We're gonna be working the song a lot until the rest of the end of the year, and then definitely dropping all new stuff at the top of the year. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, and I'm just gonna keep on working and keep inspiring these kids and dropping music and performing and just being me and doing what I do.
All right. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
But let's go into our fun questionnaire. I have two questions for you. Usually it's one apiece, but Theo's not here today, so I'll give you a question for him. I'll think of something that he usually would say to our people that we interview. So you ready?
Yes.
Now for me, for the first question, I'm gonna say, if you could trade places with one person for one day, who would it be and why did you choose that person?
If I could trade places with one person for the day, who would it be?
24 hours.
Who would it be? It's taking me a long time because I don't think I ever thought like I want to be that person. um, this is a really good question, CC.
Yeah, I like to ask this question to people that we interview because everybody has different answers, and then it makes you think like, I don't know, and then
Okay. No, 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 no,
I thought we had something.
no, no. This is the person who just keep popping in my head, so I'm just gonna say it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Barack Obama.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Barack Obama, just because he's just got the inside of a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That a bunch of us may not have information to. The other person though, I was thinking honestly was Beyonce.
Okay.
Only because I do hear a lot. It was like a meme or like a quote, something like there's 24 hours in a day. Beyonce has the same amount of time. And I feel like her work ethics, in a way, I feel like I already have that, where I'm like in a rehearsal for 8 hours. in the studio for, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm like that too. So I'd say her.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So, okay, so for my second question, it would be, if you could have one superpower, what superpower would it be? And why did you choose it?
What superpower would I have if I I just don't see. Here's the thing, like I've heard this question before, and I want to just say the thing I always say, which is flying, because I do enjoy, like, bike riding and things like that. So I do like just the air and just being free like that.
You
But
like the fly, but you don't like heights. Because earlier you said, I don't like heights like that.
yeah, I don't. But if it's a power, I ain't afraid of nothing, right?
I mean, flying, I don't mean you scared of it. So that's a different power of not being scared of anything. So
yeah. I think you got me with that one. I think you got me with that one. I think being invisible is just too creepy. Like, that's just like, no. Probably a mind reader, I guess.
oh, that's a good one.
Probably a mind reader, but I do know how to read people's facial expressions at times. So I'm like, I already got that power a little bit.
Wait a minute. Okay, so what's mine been for the last 30 minutes?
I think you've been very impressed and happy. You've been very intrigued by this, I feel like, and I am too. I could be wrong, I don't know.
Well, you got it right, because I try to be a happy person and try to be positive. So that's always a thing, for me anyway.
Yeah, it's people who be on interview who be like, they looking away and like huffing and puffing. They looking at their clock like, oh, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't get that from you. But yeah.
Oh, no. I like wanting to do interviews and I like to have fun. And I just like to hear, to be honest, I like to hear people's journeys and testimonies, because it kind of excites me. And then sometimes I get more advice, you know what I mean? And then I pick up gems from that person.
Absolutely.
Doing an interview with you, like you gave me the impression like, hey, you could do anything. You could do painting, you could do this, you could do this, and you could do this, you could do everything Beyonce can do. And you got this. That's how I take it. Like, that's what I got.
I'm ready for this. Yeah, like I've been working at this for a long time. So, I know that it don't happen in a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to work at this and put your best foot forward all the time. So that's what I try to do.
And there you have it. But is there anything else we look forward to before we get off?
Just keep watching my social media. I'm always posting everything, reels, fun, me with the kids, things with clothing and fashion and all of that. And yeah, just keep a lookout for all the new music. We got a tour on the way. And yeah, just more Ryan Lane and what I do. So, and thank you to all my lane makers and the blockheads and everybody who's been so supportive. Like, I love y'all. So.
All right. Well, I definitely want to say thanks for interviewing with me today. It's been a pleasure to get to know you and your journey. And I wish you nothing but the best for 2023 and above. Continue what you're doing. I love your energy. Continue to be just you, and just be you. That's it. And you'll go far just being the person that you are.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Well, you got a fan here. You got a new fan.
So much. Thank you.
All right. Well, you have a blessed Wednesday and be safe out there.